Now, we a lot of the information that's out there on the internet from the UK really refers to the English market and buying property in England. In Scotland, as we know, which is where we operate, things are slightly different. We have home reports. There's a slightly more simplified property purchasing process. And how do things like home reports and the Scottish system and the way that offers are made and missives are concluded affect mortgage offers and the mortgage process?
To be fair, I do deal with a lot of English cases as well. So I get to see both sides, and I would say that our Scottish process is a dream in comparison to the English process. The home report will give you an idea of the property itself. It'll give you a general overview of things that you want to look at in the property, especially if you're first-time buyers and budget is tight. If there's things that are going to need to be replaced or repaired fairly quickly, then that's where the home report will be really good for you. But the main thing that the home report's used for is that the lender will base your mortgage offer on the home report or your offer, whichever is lower. So if you're paying over home report for this property, the mortgage is based on the lower valuation. And that can catch a lot of people out because they'll maybe have 5% deposit, but they've offered maybe £2,000 or £3,000 over the home report. They need to find that £2,000 or £3,000 as well as their 5%. So, or you might have a 10% deposit in total, but because you've offered over the home report, you're actually only getting a 95% interest rate because that's where you fall now in the tiers. So that's something to massively bear in mind. The Scottish market is very, very demanding, and the offers over has become the norm, and that's where a lot of people get caught out because they've not factored in the fact that the lender won't lend on that portion. You can offer over, but that's completely separate. You will still need your minimum deposit for the main part of your mortgage. In terms of offers, a mortgage offer is valid for 6 months. I rarely ever see any in the Scottish open market go beyond 6 months unless there's a nightmare in the chain. In those instances, we can look to have an extension done, and I do deal with a lot of new build purchases as well, where the builder perhaps runs over, and in those instances, again, we would look to see if we could get an extension. And most lenders will be quite good at doing an extension. If we do that, there's sometimes a new credit score and some paperwork that we need to pick up. But as we edged closer to the mortgage offer expiring, we would be in contact to say, you know, these are the things that you need to put in place. But definitely the Scottish buying process is far slicker and quicker than the English one. I mean, I can see a first-time buyer, they can offer them a property and they could be in 6 to 8 weeks. In the English market, it's closer to 6 to 8 months because the solicitors are doing a don't know what. I was going to say I have a lot of legal work, but sometimes it's it's a totally different job. But yeah,
Okay.
the home report valuation as well. If you buy under home report valuation, the lender will base your mortgage on the lower, so you can't borrow that extra. So if it's a £200,000 house that you get for 190, you can't do the mortgage on 200,000. It's based on the 190, so you can never borrow more than it's worth.